So just a little bit about me. I grew up in the small town of Pilot Mountain. It's 30 minutes north of Winston-Salem. And if you've ever heard of Mayberry and Andy Griffith's show, they call it Mount Pilot, and it's essentially the same thing. That's kind of how I describe it. But it's been a great town to grow up in. It's where my parents grew up in, and that's where they raised me and instilled all of the wonderful values and morals and ethics that I have today. And that's where they instilled my giving sense in me. When I was essentially going through my childhood, they instilled a sense in me that, you may have all these wonderful toys and all these little awesome things. There are children that don't have that. So each year I was not forced, but given a sense of, hey, why don't you give up this toy? Why don't you give up this? So that another child can enjoy it. You've enjoyed it now for so long, not so long, but for a little bit. Why don't you let another child do that? And my tenderheartedness, I was attracted to that, and I wanted to do that. And so that's kind of what instilled in me that sense of, ooh, let me give, let me give, let me give. So within this town of Pilot Mountain, that's where I also formed these relationships and played softball for 13 years. I ended my high school career with two state championships. We went almost undefeated. I think we lost six games my senior year. It was just an awesome friendship and relationship that we had on the field. It was just a cool dynamic that we had. But knowing that there was this cool thing that we had going and we were always giving back and whatnot, it's what led me to come back today and devote my time and my effort. I'm now the pitching coach now, and that's my specialty. I'm the pitching, and I do a little bit with the infield. That's what I help out with. Just I want to instill in those girls what was instilled in me. I want to help them, and that because it was such a cool experience to go through in my high school career. I want to help those girls and feel that, and let them fulfill their dreams of winning that high school state championship. Because in our small town, that is such a cool feeling. And then also, growing up is just me and my mom. My mom's my rock, and we have developed like this awesome relationship. Like we almost have like a best friendship. Like she's my best friend, and that not many girls can say that about their mom. I know some that are at their wits' end with their parents. They don't talk, and I appreciate that I can go to her for anything, and she is there when I need her. And so she's like my rock, and I value relationships on such a higher level just because of her. And I've watched her, and she's like my role model. And if she watches this, then I swear it'll make her cry, but I just love my mom to death. And so it is just such an awesome thing to me to have such a valued relationship. And that is one of the things that is instilled into me, and something that I want to instill in my future, into my children, when I get married and when I want to have children of my own.